Good morning, and welcome to the third annual Community of Champions Turning Dreams into Reality breakfast. My name is Brandy Nieto, and I'm the chair of the board of directors of the Greeley Dream Team. This year, things look a little bit different. While I wish we could all be together this morning, we felt that it was in the best interest of everyone's health and safety to transition today's event to a virtual one. Even though we aren't with you physically, our staff members are available in the live chat to message on Facebook and Instagram, and to take phone calls at our main office. The number will be listed below. If you're in Greeley or Evans, you may have seen a member of our staff this morning bringing you your complimentary breakfast. If you haven't yet, be ready for your doorbell to ring. There's some delicious food on the way. If you're not receiving breakfast this morning, please make sure you have your program with you. If you RSVP'd, you should have received it in the mail last week. We're so excited to be here this morning with you to celebrate our distinguished honorees in 3 categories: alumni, educator, and community partner. Before we get started, we want to celebrate with you our 100% graduation rate from this past spring. This is the 2nd year in a row that we've been able to share this amazing news. This spring semester looked very different for the students of 2020. And we're thrilled and incredibly proud of every single one of them. This could not have been done without the amazing partnership and the hard work of our students and staff. For those of you that are watching this live today, make sure to say hello in the live chat. Our staff will be able to respond and interact with you, and we'd love to know that you're watching and where you're watching from. Everything for this event followed safe social distancing protocols. Only those in front of the camera, like me, were unmasked. Our staff that was filming was always at least 6 feet away, and they wore their masks. Next, I'd like to introduce Terry Pappas and our student panel.
Thank you, Brandy. Welcome everyone this morning, and thank you for joining us. My name is Terry Pappas, and I am a proud member of the Greeley Dream Team Board of Directors, as well as a proud Vice President of the Greeley-Evans School District 6 Board of Education. This morning, I have the awesome opportunity to speak to some of our Dream Team students about their experiences in the Dream Team, while physically distanced, of course. Why is the Dream Team important to you and your school?
The Dream Team is really important to me because it helped me ask questions, and it let me know that I have options, that college is possible no matter what if you try hard enough. And that I think it's really important for my school because it gives kids opportunities. And because for me, I really didn't think college wasn't an option, but with Dream Team, it gave me the tools I needed to make it a reality.
Dream Team is important to me because it teaches you a lot of new things, and learning to do new things gets you prepared for like high school and college and everything like that.
The Greeley Dream Team was important in all of my schools because it made it so I had connections throughout all of my 6th grade through high school and all the way to even being an alumni now. And it makes it so I know I have somewhere to go if I have a question, if I need tutoring, or any of those questions.
Where do you see yourself going to college, and how has the Dream Team prepared you for that?
I don't know exactly where I want to go to college yet, but the Dream Team is helping me by, having me go on field trips to colleges, so that way I know my options, know the benefits of being there, and just where I want to be.
I'm not sure exactly where I want to go to college, but I do know I want to be in forensic science. And the Dream Team has really helped me with that because they have shown me so many different careers throughout the last few years.
How has the Dream Team made you a better student?
The Greeley Dream Team has made me a better student by being able to actually go and ask for help when I need it rather than just struggling through whatever problems I have.
It's made me a better student by helping me focus on my study in school. And if I'm having a hard time in class, they always help me get back on track.
What aspect of being in the Dream Team changed your life?
One of the best things to me is help me ask questions on important things like financial aid and all that stuff for college.
The Greeley Dream Team has changed my life because now I'm a lot closer to a lot more members and even closer with my classmates.
What is the favorite activity that you have done with the Greeley Dream Team?
My favorite Dream Team memory was I think in 8th grade, where we went to the Bronco Stadium and we got to see, like, we were almost on the field and we got to tour the stadium, and I think that was like one of my best memories.
My favorite activity is probably all of the field trips that we have gone on, because I think they're really entertaining, and I've met so many great people on them.
That's a hard question because I've gone to so many field trips, so I can't just pinpoint one of them, but I think anytime we went to any college, just being able to connect with everybody and knowing that if I went to any college, I had a connection.
For me, it would probably be the overnight field trip to a college that we did last year, which was really fun. You know, I got to meet a lot of people, learn a lot of things about the colleges.
These students represent a much larger Greeley Dream Team population, as we serve over 1,350 students annually. Thank you all so much for sharing your responses with us this morning. And now it's my pleasure to introduce John Gates, the mayor of Greeley.
Thank you, Terry. I'm John Gates, mayor of Greeley. Good morning. It's great to be with you this morning. We have the privilege of honoring 3 Greeley Dream Team alumni who have completed their college degrees and are thriving members of our community. These alumni are Lopez, Misael Madera Miramontes, and Lucy Ruiz-Rivas. Lopez, class of 2011. Royer joined the Greeley Dream Team in 8th grade at John Evans Middle School and graduated from Greeley West High School in 2011. Royer was a Daniels Fund Scholar and graduated from the University of Colorado Boulder in 2018 with a degree in marketing. Royer was the first in his family to graduate from college and used that opportunity to become a role model and motivator for his 2 younger brothers, who later earned their own degrees. He is currently the Assistant Account Manager at Sterling Rice Group. Royer said the Dream Team has supported him by providing him with resources to succeed along his path as both a student and a professional. He says, "Without the use of these resources, I believe my path would have been a bit more difficult at every stage. I am very grateful for the Greeley Dream Team for providing that initial support throughout middle and high school to set me up for success and teach me to use the resources provided to me in all my future endeavors." Royer's advice to other Dream Team students is to not be afraid to make mistakes, because he feels they had a big part in his development and they served as an opportunity to shape the man he is today. He encourages students to not be afraid to take a chance, take a risk, and chase their dreams. Royer, we are pleased to honor you with the Dream Team Community of Champions Outstanding Alumni Achievement Award.
Thank you, Mayor Gates. I definitely want to thank you and the Dream Team for the opportunity. Definitely, I wouldn't be here without the Dream Team. Ever since I was young in middle school, and they've always provided the resources for me to continue pushing forward and have a dream of going to college and getting a career and stuff. And one of the things I remember when I was young is the first college field trip that I took was to CU Boulder, and little did I know that was going to become my dream school. And walking around campus and one day envisioning myself there, I think really provided for me to have that vision to really dream and really push forward and really have that at the top of my head as I was going through high school and starting the process to apply for college and stuff. So really appreciate that. And even to a point where I've gotten now, I currently work at Sterling Rice Group. I'm an account manager and for a variety of advertising and marketing clients and stuff. So managing all that and seeing the variety of stuff, traveling and all this wouldn't happen without kind of the initial starts of getting to college. So thank you very much, and I really appreciate the award and the honor.
Our next honoree is Misael Madera Miramontes, class of 2015. Misael joined the Dream Team in 10th grade at Northridge High School and graduated in 2015. Misael was a Daniels Fund Scholar and graduated from Colorado State University in 2019 with a degree in construction management. Misael was the first in the family to graduate from college, and his degree has helped provide his family with peace of mind so they can always know where the next check is coming from, and they do not have to worry if they will have enough to support a better quality of life. On top of his classes and working, Misael has also served as Vice President of the United States Green Builders Council and a member of the Sustainable Building Competition Team for CSU's Construction Management Program. He is currently a field engineer for Hensel Phelps Construction Company, his dream job, and recently worked in McGregor Square in Denver. Misael is grateful for the support he received from the Dream Team even before he started college, and feels that he would honestly not be where he is today without the support he received. Misael's advice for current Dream Team students is to remember that perseverance is key. It is easy to quit when things get tough, but the harder you fight, the more it will be worth it in the end. The things you work the hardest for have the most value. Misael, we are pleased to honor you with the Dream Team Community of Champions Outstanding Alumni Achievement Award.
Thank you, Mayor Gates, and thank you, Greeley Dream Team, for giving me this award. I'm incredibly honored to be receiving this award from you guys today. I remember years ago, back in high school, I was planning to drop out, and I remember talking to Liz about it and how much she cared and listened, and the advice that she gave me in that moment. Little did I know how much that conversation was going to affect me. I remember the countless hours spent in Monica's office working on scholarships and college applications, and how when I received my letter saying that I was going to go to CSU, and even more so receiving the letter that I've received the Daniels Fund, how much I wanted to tell her. It was because of the Greeley Dream Team that my life has changed. They helped me get to college, get through it, and find my dream job and with my dream company. I'm proud to say that I'm a field engineer with Hensel Phelps Construction Company, and it wouldn't have been possible without Greeley Dream Team. Thank you.
Our next honoree is Lucy Ruiz-Rivas, class of 2015. Lucy joined Dream Team in 6th grade at Brentwood Middle School and graduated from Greeley Central High School in 2015. Lucy graduated from the University of Northern Colorado in 2018 with a degree in criminology and criminal justice. Lucy is a first-generation college student and graduate, which made earning her degree even more impactful for her. Ever since she was in middle school, Lucy knew she wanted to one day become a probation officer, and now Lucy works for Weld County doing exactly that. Lucy also had the opportunity to study abroad in Spain for a summer when she was in college. Lucy is a determined individual, those skills reflected further as she earned a Dream Team Honor Scholarship and a Stryker Institute for Leadership Development Scholarship, two opportunities that she feels open doors for her to encourage and propel her down her path to success. Lucy says the Dream Team encouraged her to pursue something she is passionate about, and she remembers her advisor telling her that if she loved what she did, she would never dread going to work. Lucy's advice to other Dream Team students is to never lose sight of your goals. In life, you will have to face many obstacles, but do not let them discourage you. You are capable and worthy of your goals. Lucy, we are pleased to honor you with the Dream Team Community of Champions Outstanding Alumni Achievement Award.
Thank you, Mayor Gates, and thank you, Greeley Dream Team, for this award. I want to thank the Greeley Dream Team for taking me in as a 6th grade student all throughout middle school, high school, to support me academically and supporting my goals of being the first in my family to receive a bachelor's degree. Thanks to their support, I was the first in my family to go to a 4-year university, get my degree in criminal justice, and now I'm a probation officer for Weld County. Thank you.
I'm Elizabeth Barber, the Executive Director of the Greeley Dream Team, and I've had the privilege in my tenure here to watch all 3 of our alumni that we honored this morning graduate high school and college. Royer was our first one. I was in here not very long, just about a year, when he received the prestigious Daniels Fund Scholarship Award. We were so proud of him. He was the very first student that I had in my tenure here who had received it. We knew that he had worked hard with his grades and his extracurricular activities, not only for himself, he helped pave the way for his younger siblings. So Royer, congratulations, buddy. You worked so hard, and we're proud of all that you've accomplished. And Misael. I too remember that conversation that we had that one summer. I know that you were unsure at the time about what you wanted to do. We were like, just stick to it, you've got this. And look at you now. You are working your dream job at Hensel Phelps Construction. You worked so hard on that path, you were determined and you stayed strong to earn your degree, and look at where it's got you. We are so proud of you, and we knew that you had it in you the whole time. Congratulations. And Miss Lucy, Lucy, you're amazing. You would come to every single Dream Team event and activity that we had. In fact, Lucy, you were on one of the very first overnight trips that we took down to Otero Junior College and CSU Pueblo. And Lucy was so committed to participating in all the events that during her senior year, we have it documented that she saw her advisor over 40 times. And that's probably just what was documented. So Lucy, thank you for your determination. Thank you for your grit. You have turned into a successful young woman. We are so proud and celebrate that success with you. Royer, Misael, and Lucy, we couldn't be more proud of all of you. Thank you for all of your hard work. Congratulations on making it to where you're at. And we look forward to watching you succeed in the future.
Thank you, Elizabeth, for those words. Next, I would like to introduce the Honorable J. Robert Lowenbach.
Thank you, Mayor Gates. Bob and Betty Toynton have been community leaders and philanthropists. As a community, we know them both, and we are deeply saddened by the recent loss of Betty. Throughout their lives, Bob and Betty have been dedicated to the community, to the arts, and especially to educational excellence in Greeley and the state of Colorado. More than 3 decades ago, their gift created the Toynton Institute for Educational Change at UNC that now shapes educational excellence throughout the state of Colorado. At about the same time, the Greeley Dream Team was founded, and without question, without the leadership of Bob, we would not exist today. Bob was the convener of a group of community leaders in 1986 and 1987 who recognized that our community could not thrive as long as we had such a high dropout rate. Bob galvanized support in the Greeley community for young people who, with the support of the community, could succeed. As a result, thousands of kids in our community have achieved their dream of graduating from high school, and doors were opened to their educational endeavors beyond. The Toynton Family Foundation that we're honoring today was just founded last year. Its mission is to support and sustain the Toynton philanthropic legacy within the Greeley community. Bob has received many honors throughout his life in our community. Those honors culminated with Bob being named the 2019 Citizen of the West, awarded by the National Western Stock Show. Bob served in the United States Air Force and later earned his degree in civil engineering from Kansas State University. Bob then went on to work in general contracting at Hensel Phelps Corporation for the next 20 years. He then became president and CEO and served in that position until the founding of Phelps Toynton Incorporated, an engineering company, in 1989. Though the foundation has also had some amazing impacts in the Toynton's home state of Kansas, their support for the Greeley community has been unflagging over the years and has been tremendous. It is our distinct honor to present to the Toynton Family Foundation the Greeley Dream Team's Community Partner Award.
Well, it did help get it started.
Yeah.
Well, I got involved because Tim Waters came to me with this article about the fellow in New York City that promised the 8th grade class he was talking to that if they would apply themselves and get their high school's diploma, that he would cover their college expenses. And so he comes to me and shows me this article and says, why can't we do this? So that's how I got involved. But then I went to Kenny Montfort, and because Kenny had money, because it was going to take money if we were going to do something similar. And out of that, and I don't remember exactly how, was the development of the plan I think it was going to focus on fifth graders at Franklin Middle School, and that those that completed certain academic requirements would then get a $2,000 scholarship. For what I've heard from Barb and talking about it, you apparently are increasing their graduation rate from high school significantly. And overall, of course, there's lots of people working on things that will help increase the graduation rate. But the District 6 graduation rate in 2010 was 64.2. And last year, 2019, it was 81.7. And that's a pretty significant difference. Anyway, I help with educational issues because I think it's the most effective way to give that student, young person a hand up rather than a hand out. We are fortunate that we have some to share. And I believe that we should take advantage of that opportunity. Betty would give me a bad time. She said, "I'm sure glad that you aren't a girl. You can't say no."
She did? I love it.
That's what she said.
She also, I believe, was very much a partner in joining you with the support to education. And I think it meant a lot to her.
Oh, well, her dad was an educator all his life. He didn't retire until he was in his 70s. And, well, the Bramwell family was involved in education, not just her dad, but her uncle was dean of the College of Ed at Connecticut University. So she inherited some interest in education. I thank you very much for this. I don't know that we have done enough for the Dream Team to warrant that, but thank you.
I would now like to introduce Donna Newton.
Thank you, Honorable J. Robert Lowenbach. I'm Donna Newton. I'm a former District 6 employee, having worked in the district for over 35 years, 20 of those with Holly. And we had great times together, as experienced by many of our traumas. I have the distinct honor of awarding our Community of Champions educator to a long-time dedicated educator and member of the Greeley Dream Team Board of Directors, Holly Bressler. Holly is the executive principal at Harold S. Winograd K-8 School in Greeley, Colorado. Winograd K-8 School is named after Harold S. Winograd, and the school serves students in kindergarten through 8th grade. Holly has worked in education for 44 years, and she stepped into the role of Winograd's executive principal when the district converted it to a K-8 school in 2006. Holly's father served as principal when she was young, so following in his footsteps to be a compassionate leader felt natural. Holly's passion and dedication to all of her students does not go unnoticed. Before our lives changed with social distancing, Winograd held an annual walkabout where teachers and staff walked through Winograd's boundaries to the communities where students live to welcome them to school. Holly makes a difference in the lives of every one of her students, striving to reach out to communicate to each of them and their families to help them strive for the best. Holly is a longtime member of the Greeley Dream Team Board of Directors, further offering her support of students throughout their educational journeys. Holly, we are pleased to honor you as the Greeley Dream Team Community Champions Educator.
First, I'd like to say thank you to Donna Newton for her kind words. Most of them were kind, so I appreciate that. And thank you also to Elizabeth Barber and Dream Team for this honor. I'm humbled by the award, and as I've said before, I can't imagine doing this work without the resources and support provided by the Dream Team. Being an educator is frequently a calling for those of us who've had the privilege of working with and engaging with students, families, and staff over the course of many years. A calling requires a consistent level of commitment and engagement, whether the work is easy and predictable or challenging and complex. I am fortunate to have worked with many professionals who were also called to the education profession. People who believe that all students should have access to the good stuff, and as a result of their belief, work diligently to remove barriers so that all of our students can have a seat at the table. Currently, I have the privilege of serving students and families with the staff at Harold S. Winograd K-8 School. This group of people is comprised of individuals, many of whom have also been called to the education profession. As such, they constantly work to design strategies and build structures that create student access and support student learning. Their goal is always to help young people beat the odds. This goal is also one of Dream Team's goals. Together, in collaboration with our school and with many other schools, our students have beat the odds and are now helping other students create access by having a seat at the table. Intentional and ongoing collaboration, commitment, and engagement are the ingredients necessary to create access and, over time, to help all of our students beat the odds. Again, thank you for this award.
Thank you, Holly. We are so incredibly blessed and privileged to have you serve on our board of directors. We are thankful for your time, your commitment, and your passion to not only all of our students, but all of the students in District 6. And thank you, Mr. Toyton. You are absolutely right. You planted the seed that started the Greeley Dream Team 34 years ago. Thank you for ensuring that we had that firm foundation to grow upon. We are incredibly proud and privileged to be a partner in the district in helping to raise the graduation rates over the year. And in fact, in the past 2 years, our Dream Team students alone have hit 100% graduation. Again, we want to congratulate you, Mr. Toyton, the Toyton Family Foundation, and Holly Bressler. Thank you for being amazing community partners and educators with us as we walk along the path with all of these students. It is my pleasure and privilege now to introduce to you Angel Flores as our guest and keynote speaker. Angel was able to be with us last year, and he graciously agreed to come back. Angel, thank you so much, and we're excited to hear your message.
Good morning. My name is Angel Flores, and I pastor Mosaic Church in Evans. I also wrote a book called 50 Things I Wish Someone Would Have Told Me About College. I'm very humbled by the fact that the Dream Team has given this book as a gift to many of their graduates throughout the years. When I wrote that book, I dedicated it to my high school social studies teacher. His name is Ralph Barr. One year, I was probably in 10th grade at Fort Lupton High School, and Mr. Barr made a statement. He said, "The whole world is not like Fort Lupton. You should explore it and find out." And there was something about that statement that day and the way it took root in my heart that it stuck with me, and it changed the way I looked at the world. Since that day, I've had the opportunity now to travel 49 states, speaking like I am right now. I've also been to about a dozen foreign countries, all because I decided to explore the world because of Mr. Ralph Barr and the thing he said to me that day. In his book, The Power of Blessing, David Timms tells the story of a little girl named Marianne Bird. Marianne was born with a number of physical challenges. She had one foot shorter than the other. She had a crooked nose. She had a cleft palate. She was deaf in one ear. And Marianne Bird hated going to school because the kids would tease her incessantly. This was the 1950s, and her teacher was named Miss Leonard. And Miss Leonard was one of the most loved kindergarten teachers in the whole school. So the day came when Marianne was going to have her hearing tested. It was called the whisper test. And what the students would do is one at a time, they would line up and they would cover one ear, and the teacher would whisper something into the other ear. And then that student would have to repeat what the teacher said. And sometimes they would ask him questions like, what color is the sky? Or they would say, your shoes are brown, and the students would repeat the statement. When it came to be Mary Ann's turn, she was nervous because she didn't want to give the other kids any more ammunition to use against her when they teased her. So she didn't want anyone to know that she was deaf in one ear. So when it came time for her to walk up, she pretended to cover her good ear so she could listen to what her teacher said. But instead of asking her a question, or instead of asking her to repeat something, Miss Leonard said to her, to Mary Ann, she said, I wish you were my little girl. Those 7 words changed the course of Mary Ann's life. Now, on one hand, nothing changed because she was still physically challenged. She was still being teased by the kids every day. But on the other hand, everything changed. And Mary Ann decided that she would become a teacher like Miss Leonard, and that's what she ended up doing. And she said, my goal as a teacher was to make every child feel as loved as Miss Leonard made me feel that day. You and I have that same power at our disposal. You and I together can help rewrite the future for first generation and at-risk students in Greeley Evans schools. Now, I know that there's no shortage of worthy causes where you can invest and make a difference in Weld County. I serve on the board of the United Way and of Weld County, and I know there are a lot of worthy causes. But Dream Team is one place that you can invest where your dollars directly impact the lives of students. As a matter of fact, last year we had a 100% graduation rate with the students that the Dream Team works with. This is no small feat because, again, these are underserved and first generation at-risk students. But together, we are making Greeley better. Now, when I released my book, I invited Mr. Barr to the book release party. And there was a little bit of festivities, and there was some food. And after we were all done, we did some book signing. Mr. Barr came up to me, and he said, Angel, I have a confession to make. I don't remember you at all. I thought that was funny because this man had made such an impact on my life, but he didn't remember me at all. You and I have no idea how far-reaching the kind things that we do for other people will end up going. I don't know if Miss Leonard ever had any idea how much she impacted Mary Ann Bird. Mr. Barr certainly had no idea how much he impacted me. But I want you to know that your investment will change the lives of students in Northern Colorado. Thank you so much for having me.
Wow. Thank you for that amazing message, Angel. As he said today, your investment will directly change the lives of students tomorrow. My name is Barry Shalofsky, and I am a member of the Board of Directors of the Greeley Dream Team. The Dream Team is important to me for 3 reasons. First, it's the relationships that are built between advisors and students in grades 6 through 12. Second is high school graduation. And third is providing support for students who are entering the post-secondary world. This year in particular poses unique changes for all of our students. Their classrooms are not what they are used to. Life, as we know it, is different than anything we have seen before. But we will persevere and we will overcome. The students and alumni honored here today represent the future of our community. They are at the heart of why we do what we do. Help us today as we continue to partner with these amazing students. We know there are a lot more Royers, Lucys, and Misaels who will benefit from the partnerships and programs you help to support. Together, we can ensure students change their trajectory one student and one family at a time. Either in this morning's package via a socially distant breakfast delivery or in your mailbox, you will find an envelope for you to partner with us on this journey. Remember, your decision to invest today will pay dividends for our students tomorrow. All it takes for you is to take that one small step, whether big or small, to help change the lives for our students and make their dreams a reality.